Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Lodestone Productions, where we help you discover your true north. I am Aditi, and this is a message for whenever And this is a message for whenever this message reaches you, because Spirit is not bound to our time and space continuum, and so the only time by which we tell time is divine time. Do you know what I'm saying? So let's check our spiritual voicemail and see what's what. Shall we? Let's. Here we go. All right. First up is the Devil, clarified by the Four of Fire and the Divine Force of Water. The Ace of Fire, Two of Water, and the Sun. So we are really concerned about total happiness. And total happiness actually being the foundation, the baseline, right? It's almost goodness. I'm hearing fantasy girl. Ooh, fantasy girl. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It's got the Ace of Wands here, the Two of Cups, and the Sun down at the bottom, which it's like, it's that yearning in your heart, you know, for the very best outcome. Hyper focused on the most benevolent outcome. So what are we going to do about that? We've got Death, Three of Cups, the Seed of Water, or Page of Cups, the Hanged One, Eight of Water, and Divine Force, or King of Air. Okay, so what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about it? There's a page being turned, and that fresh page is actually giving you something to be happy about, something that you will be able to reach souls about, or at least be able to commiserate with like-minded souls. With the Seed of Water and or Page of Cups, this is learning new ways to either give love or receive it, like emotional content, right? It's like when you learn new tools in therapy and then you actually see them applied correctly outside of the session. There's this, and also this is new. This, whatever it is that you're going to be feeling is going to be new for you. So like if you're used to being in the struggle, you are always having to fight, dealing with scarcity. You're being challenged to learn how to not be in that frame of mind, right? Learning how to not struggle. Ooh, and then the Hanged One is that divine pause. Wait a minute. Hold on. But also the release of expectations that also go along with that. Yes, you have this meeting of the souls here and this new way to love as a result of this fresh page, right? But also understanding that all of this is truly above your pay grade. And when it's time for you to step in and do what you need to do, you will be released from this position. But right now, just hang out. And it looks awkward. It feels awkward to be hanging upside down for an unspecified amount of time. But with the Eight of Waters, when it's time for you to go, you will go. Eight of Water. And it's not that you didn't put in, that you didn't work hard to get here. Okay? They are literally flying away off the cups of the water, out of the rocket boots. Okay. The work that you have done and the sacrifices that you have made to get to this 8 should be honored. This was not time wasted. This was not your youth being wasted on something or someone that was unworthy. Put that out there. But it is time to go in another direction. And with the divine force of air and or king of air, they can show how to be factual and detached when it is time to go. Because all of the scenarios have been reviewed. All of the possible outcomes have already been pondered, as it were. Pondered. Yeah. 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 Okay. What's next? All right. 10 of air. 8 of earth. Dang. 2 of earth. 10 of water. 6 of fire. And the God Seed and or High Priestess. So yeah, you have pondered all of, or the King of Air, divine force. The divine force of air has already pondered all of the possible scenarios, all of them. And they are being considered, the 10 of air. But also with that, it's when you get, I know this, when we get to the 10 of air, you know that it's an ending. It's the ending of the suffering. It's the ending of being in that survival mode. It's the end of having to worry whether or not your basic needs are going to be met. You wind up dealing with that for a period of time, and it changes your brain, right? And so this 10 of air could literally be symbolizing all of that struggle that you've been dealing with, some of you for the last 10 years or the last 10 months. All right, if you think about what you were doing 10 months ago, are you seeing the materialization of your manifestations in your waking life? Are you seeing that yet? Is it popping up for you? If not, it's on the way, because this says that, yeah, it's difficult. It's very painful, 10 of air energy, but also you have taken your last lick, right? 8 of Pentacles, a nod to the hard work and the refinement of a thing, What have you been working on for the last 10 months? Have you picked up a new hobby? Have you picked up a new habit? What's happening there? What is it that you are refining? Are you refining good habits? Or are you refining habits that are keeping you out of alignment of what it is that you want, and out of alignment of what it is that is for you? With the Two of Earth, it's balancing that work and that doubt. Balancing the work in spite of the doubt. Yeah, in spite of. Being light of foot. I know I've said that before. But yeah, being ready to make moves quickly, pivot, make quick adjustments. There's that balance there between earth and water. You can see that with the color scheme, but also how the swirls are arranged. You still have the two and the balance and the motion in the photo, in the picture. So even though it is difficult and there's a lot of doubt being hurled in as you are working, do not lose sight of your goal as you're adding your new tools into what you're doing. Ten of Water speaks of absolute happiness, right? So we've got the sun down here, and that was in the first layer. Complete and total bliss. That's what you want. That's it. Ten of Water is a practical application of that sun energy. It's a little different because, like, while the sun does talk about, it's the happiest in the deck and everything is fully illuminated and things are great and everything is fresh and brand new, is why you got the naked baby. You've got the 10 of Cups here, and this is the more practical application of sun energy, right? The happy home, the happy generations, the love and the respect that you want, the healthy relationships with either friends, lovers, co-workers, family. Those kinds of feelings embody this here. And so while you're balancing the naysaying, oh, look at that. You've got 10 cups to heal the wounds of the 10 swords. Come on, Spirit. I heard another reader say that earlier today. But yeah, here it is. Here it is right here. It's fantastic. Okay. The Six of Fire, a Six of Wands, is the victory. Take your lap, take a bow. The night is over. This masquerade is getting older. Wow. Lights are low, the curtains down. There's no one here. Huh. Yeah, take a bow. This is your victory lap. Because Lord knows you've earned it. Jesus Jones. You've been through hell. Absolute hell. Let's see. 10 of Air, Death, 6 of Wands, the Devil. Oh, the 6 of Wands was under here. 6 of Water was under here the whole time. Who knew? That's interesting. We'll look at you in a second. Oh. Okay. So this is, oh, nope. Put you back in order. Devil, death, 6 of Cups. Where was your... There you are. 10 of Air. All right. So let's step back here. Let's look at our stowaway for a second. And how nice of you to come up now. So we've got the 6 of Water here, which was underneath and stuck to the Devil. So this is generational. This is multi-generational. This is lifetime pendulum swings. Lifetime pendulum swings. That's nice. Okay. And it's time for you to get it too. Absolutely. It's time, which is why you're taking your victory lap here, because it's not just for the people that are here in your waking life, right? When we start talking about lifetime changes and lifetime pendulum swings, if you've had a lifetime of struggle and strife, and you just have this feeling deep down in your heart, like, man, I know that there's something better for me somewhere. I'm just going to keep working, and I'm going to keep praying, and I'm going to keep talking to God, and you know what? It'll work out how it needs to work out, but I have faith that it will. And then it does. And the High Priestess is right behind all of this. Guiding you through this pendulum swing. Yeah, for sure. Yep, with the divine force of air and the sun, this is a heavy little corner over here. Yeah. She's definitely she's using and imparting all of her research, all of her education, physical, spiritual education. She is lending the fruits of her labor and her secrets to you making it through this transition. All right, last up. One more shuffle. Okay. That really wasn't a shuffle. That was a shuffle. All right. Last layer. Four of Air, the Acorn and or Empress, 7 of Fire, 9 of Air, the Divine Force of Fire or King of Wands, and the Root of Water and or Knight of Cups to round us out. Listen, just relax, okay? Some of you are feeling really amped up about all of these changes, wanting to make sure you know that you are on the precipice of something phenomenal. And I'm hearing, I just want to get it right. I just want to get it right. Minding what it is that you ponder. Be sensitive about what you consume. Food, entertainment, conversation. Be mindful of what it is that you consume with the Acorn and the 7 of Fire here, because we talked about this last time the Empress or Acorn has everything that they need. They can create anything that they need. They create everything that they need. But the Seven of Fire in that same row, I'm hearing guard your gates, right? So this is a card of defense, right? Defense in the midst of a very long battle. And I feel like there's this need to protect the Acorn as she is creating. So not letting any bullshit in. Yeah. No stupid ideas, no limiting beliefs, no self-sabotage. None of that can get in while the Acorn is at work. Nine of Air got you kind of fucked up too. Man, dang. It's always a balancing act with this. Yeah. It is. It's always a balancing act with this. There will always be checks and balances. If you're really on your stuff, you're going to check in with you and make sure that you are operating according to your purpose several times daily. It is a lot. Nine of Air. It will keep you up at night. Absolutely. Especially on this full moon. It is a ridiculous hour. I should be working on my third dream right now. It's going to keep you up. Right? Guarding these gates and trying to find this rest, because trying to find this rest. Four of Air. Directly next to the Nine of Air is the Divine Force and or King of Fire. So Rod Stewart. Okay, Rockstar energy. Big time. Big time. Look, that almost looks like it's a treble clef. And Stardust. This is giving street sweeper energy. Hey everyone, come and see how good I look. Also very driven. You ever see a front man in a band? They're built different. They are cut from a different cloth. And don't let them mess around and like direct the band. I mean, yeah, he's got a. There's that, but look, they're built different. Okay, they can have their hands in many pots all at once. This Divine Force of Fire. He is a very busy individual, and when he is ready to put on and like really stand in his stuff, that kind of energy will saturate arenas. And in this case, this big energy is to lend a hand to Pepe Le Pew, the root and or Knight of Water. It's those big dreams of the fantasy. Again, big dreams of the fantasy. And reality is trying its best to get in the way. For some of you, there may be some entities that are just here to throw you off. And then keep you up. Throw off your sleep pattern so you can't function. But this Divine Force of Air energy, it's just giving, hold my mule. I'm about to go and be a distraction so that the root of water can actually feel in peace and process what's going on, because trust and believe what is happening right now, this shift and this transition that's happening from nothing to something, it's going to take a lot of emotional repair for a lot of you, and a lot of mental repair for a lot of you as well. So my heart goes out to you if this resonates. And also thank you for taking the time to hang out with me today. And until we meet again, remember to be good to yourselves and to each other. And I will see you next time. Bye now.